last session and earn some inspiration.
Ren did damage.
Maeve did damage.
That's not going to be enough for inspiration, unfortunately. But if you want to,
Damn it! I really thought. No, I'm not good at the recaps. That's how I was good.
So basically,
What happened was...
yeah, everybody was in a town where people were running. The Lord of Pestilence was like, "Hey, join my team or die," and Maeve was like, psych, and did not make that choice. Everyone fought, and I was super there, 100%. There was a lot of damage put out. If I recall correctly, Ebenezer did kill him.
Yeah, let's go.
And then afterwards, the Lord of Pestilence died. Maeve's magic is still there, but is still feeling a little weird. I believe that the Fey Queen, Amethyst?
No.
Or Dahlia. Dahlia is fucking gigantic now. She is a skyscraper, more so than she already was, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Her magic is sinister as shit, but we don't really know what's up behind the scenes. And then I did not watch the last 10 minutes, but based on context clues, I think that we're getting whatever we want from Amethyst, and she's taking us to Ashmere to go shopping.
A lot of that was right. A few other things I want to add. That definitely is going to be enough for inspiration.
Yes.
Dahlia absorbed Lord of Pestilence and notably flashed his contracts out there.
Yes.
So that she is soulbound to those. Amethyst, she also, with a nat 20 persuasion check, was persuaded to give her sort of evil plan to Ren, where she wants to dominate the beautiful one, or the goddess of magic, and become her. You escaped with Amethyst's help. Kaelinor convinced her to not die, but instead become essentially a magic battery to fight Dahlia down the line.
That's right.
You stored her and her daughter Alexandrite in the underground arena.
That's right.
And Ren took some time to think about what just happened on his own. Meanwhile, Zarafel showed up, told you that a rift shut down in Thonia, and that one of them is out there. To give you a big map of where everything was. I forgot to prepare those.
Oh my!
I'll just draw some red circles and paint real quick while you guys are shopping.
Nice.
Bad DM.
Good DM. Good DM. Rolling with the punches.
And then he mentioned, like, hey, if you need to get one Luther, that one in the water looks interesting, and then he left, and that's kind of where we left you. So you're all here, and it's night. It's probably pretty close to night, late evening. You're all probably feeling pretty hurt, so you might want to get a rest, but assuming that takes place, everybody can rest here in potions and lotions if they'd like.
I don't have enough beds, Ebenezer will say out loud as he's rummaging.
There's okay, let me ask this. Would you all want to find a place to sleep here, or maybe go to like the Thin Falcon, or is there anything anybody wanted to do before you sleep?
Just want to remind everybody that there's a fucking stadium downstairs with like lots of chairs.
Gonna leave, my queen.
We could set up like a fucking headquarters.
Dude,
Ebenezer's actively working on that actually, so
Fuck yeah.
he's gonna be rummaging around, gathering supplies and materials and things, and make trips down and up, down, up. And he, essentially, Foster, I imagined Ebenezer just like setting up this like this like magical aura of a place essentially for these for the Fae Queen, so she can feel somewhat at home. I feel like is what he would be. He probably would just assume that she would like to feel this way, and so like I would just be like brewing potions and like just doing a bunch of magical concoctions that I do for the store and putting it down there.
Yeah, I think something you might do as well is maybe like some sort of within your alchemy create some sort of incense to be burned that gives off sort of a magical aura.
Yeah.
Great idea, Ebenezer.
Let me see if I have it. Oh my god, I need to pull out
Stop.
the thing. I need to pull out the thing. Anyway.
Bad joke. I'll sleep on the floor.
Red. Okay. So, you're doing all of that stuff. Kinfath doesn't need much in the ways of accommodations. Ren, I believe, is in the spare room. What about the rest of you?
Got a sleeping bag. I just find a.
Yeah, I'll go downstairs and cop F-32 on the home side, and
Sounds good.
soak in some aura.
As
Heck
one does.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm doing the things as we speak. Okay, so let's just assume everybody finds a place around there to get some rest. You can go ahead and take that long rest.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and pause.
I am-
This is very repetitive.
Putting haste back on my spellbook during that.
F you.
Me too.
Me too.
Same.
Exchange
Okay.
for. Where's my-
So morning comes. You all wake up in different spots in the stadium, like a large-scale college party.
Heck yeah.
Surprisingly, minus the pizza boxes and random food scrap, despite being an arena.
Which is bullshit.
Speaking of pizza, oh my god, I have to go start a
Jesus.
franchise.
I am
Wake up
fucking
in the
tired of
morning.
role-playing eating pizza.
What do you all want to do?
Role-play shopping, probably.
What do you
Alright,
want to do
everybody.
first?
Good morning. I have a few errands I need to run. I need to go get a gold vial with all of this money that I don't have. I need to go get sponsored by Tony's Tacos. That's where all the money will come in.
Smart.
So that's you guys. I don't know. It seems like we wanted to maybe kind of have a shopping episode, so let's just do that this time, and I'll see you guys back here at some point. And Ebenezer will waddle out of the stadium.
Okay.
Now that guy's gone, we can trash his place. Where's fucking Karen?
Karen, by the time you wake up, she would be back for her next shift in the morning.
Let's go.
Dang straight.
I will go to the casino.
Okay. So Tony Tacos and magic shit for Ebenezer, casino for Kinfath. What's everybody else looking for?
I would probably stop Vesper briefly and say to him, good morning. I have a few errands I need to run to, but I have a small experiment I would like to run on some crystals I found up on the mountain. That I would appreciate your presence for.
Done. And he starts packing up little plant buds that he was tending to and pulling down different chairs to place them in. He pushes up all the chairs, packs his bag. Where are we going?
I have a couple errands to run, a couple shops to go to. You're welcome. If you'd like.
Sure.
Okay. First place I'm looking for is a jewelry store.
Okay. Okay, so we're looking for a jewelry store. You two are together. Ren and Morgan, you guys are kind of like, okay, we're staying here for a while in the mortal realm. What are you feeling as all of your mortal friends are kind of leaving? What are you doing in the morning?
I don't know. Ren's not there.
Yeah, Ren would certainly be on his own, so.
I was going to talk to my queen when everybody left, but I forgot about Maeve. So I'm just going to start talking. Sorry, not sorry.
Okay. Then we will. Maeve, was there anything you wanted to do?
I think Maeve's just looking for information at this point. It's like a library or something.
Heard.
Oh, I'll go to the library today too. Genius.
Okay. Maeve will ask Kinfath if he wants to go to the library.
Kinfath will go. Maeve, I forgot that those exist. I would love to go to a library.
It's been so long since I've read.
Fantastic.
Reading.
We will, in that case, start with Ebenezer. On your way to. Which one do you want to do first?
Tony Tacos.
God damn it.
Okay.
Can I be disgruntled worker 1 in this role play?
You sure?
Perfect.
Disgruntled. I'm about to set you guys up for life.
Oh. We'll see.
You walk through the city to the spot that you know Tony Tacos has always been. You bypass the line that is out the door.
Of course.
To find somebody on the inside, and you see Tony himself is working the counter today, as people are a little short-staffed in there.
Hey, Tony.
Well, yeah. Hey, what's up? Well, there's a line, but we need the. What can I do for you?
I have a few items that I feel like your shop would benefit from greatly.
Hey, buddy, unless it's a million ghosts that can make these pizzas in a flash, get to the back of the goddamn line. We're swamped here.
Can you tell that kid that the adults are talking?
Hey, you don't fuck with Vincenzo.
I'm 600 years old, buddy. I'm like, this is a pizza, by the way, that I'm.
It's one breadstick.
I just had it. There it is. I'm going to pull out my bag of all of these pizza magic items and kind of open it a little bit and let him peek inside, and hopefully the aroma of the bag itself would get his attention.
Make an aroma check.
He's curious. He stops checking out the customer that he's with for a second. He's like, all right, man, what's in the bag?
Well, let me just go down the list here. There's a dagger. That's a pizza cutter.
I can't looks do much with a dagger, buddy. I mean,
we got
I'm not exactly a warrior.
We got the Metzaluna back here, buddy. We don't need daggers. We're not fighting demons.
I got a wand of the unseen pizza chef. this allows you to make an unseen servant, and it can perform tasks required to make a pizza.
Okay, well, that's interesting. What can I would be willing to buy that from you if it cost me less than paying a guy to do it. We pay our guys like 600 silver a month, right? So,
But I think that we could work out, some sort of, revenue stream between Potions and Notions and Tony's Tacos.
you want to work out like some sort of contract for my exclusive use of the wand of unseen pizza chef?
I mean, I want to give you all of this, honestly. I have no use for it. Like, what am I going to do with this shit?
Well, it sounds like you could just give it to me then if you don't need it.
All right.
Buddy, take a look behind you. You see all the people? We could use all the help we can get.
All right. I'm just going to make this simple because I ain't a businessman. I don't know anything.
You own a business.
Stretching out pizzas now.
My
don't
wife.
you own potions and lotions? Like, I thought you was like a shopkeeper as your identity. Like, that's who you are.
I mean, since my wife passed, it hasn't really been the same.
Yeah, my condolences.
Thank you. Listen, I just need 250 gold.
250 gold?
So do I, buddy. Get in line.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you 250 a gold for like the whole year if that's just mine to keep it. Like, we pay our employees the equivalent of 60 gold per month. So I mean, over a year that will save me money.
I got this pizza bag of holding that can hold up to 500 pounds of pizza.
Buddy, we got a locker for that. We don't need a bag for ingredients.
Oh my god!
Delivery service. Traveler pizza, traveling pizza man.
We just invented DoorDash.
What's that piece of garlic bread you got in there?
Oh, the garlic bread. It is a wand. As an action, it allows you to create a set of
As a what?
I didn't know you were directing a play, buddy.
You
Light
create a
the camera, get him in here. Where's my makeup? I'm not Vincenzo. Look at me. Am I
Hey, where's the makeup guy? I'm gonna with the butter brush for pizza. I'm gonna wave it in your direction. Get the makeup on this guy.
Listen, if you're into some kinky stuff, the garlic knot is the way to go.
The fuck is just what does it do?
You said kinky stuff?
It lets you handcuff people.
Dude.
And it gives them -1 to rolls to hit.
Vincenzo's gonna walk over to Tony and put a hand on his shoulder. Tony, I could use that.
Vinny, hold on.
I know you're still working at the details, but I could use that. I'm gonna walk away.
I'll take it as part of my advance.
Look, so I can make these handcuffs, just as many of them as I want.
Yeah, I mean, I think it doesn't look like the DM put any sort of specific usage counters on it.
Tony,
A garlic bread that I can multiplicate infinitely just by putting them on somebody first. That is useful to me. That is food that I can sell. That might be the one thing that you have in here. Other than that invisible dude, that's gonna actually be good for me. I'll tell you what though, this could be good. It could be bad though. So let me make an offer for you here for the garlic knot. At 500 gold pieces.
Yep. Deal.
Riley may have 9 AC, but his plot armor is insane.
I'll even throw in the wand of the unseen pizza chef for free.
I don't know why the fuck you would do that, considering I was going to pay for it. But a deal. I will take that.
Tony, get a load of this guy. He could have had $750, but he settled for
He could have
$5.
had way more money. But he said, fuck it, gave it to me for
Oh
free.
my god. Get a load of this paisan.
Listen. I am a long-term Tony's Tacos customer, alright? I'm going to help you guys, where I can.
You know what, Ebenezer? On top of the 500 gold, I will also offer you a free pizza per day for the rest of the year.
Ebenezer's gonna almost pass out, but recover himself.
He's gonna be dead before then.
Don't say that out loud. That was part of the thing. I was just.
This is a wonderful exchange and conversation that we've had. Thank you so much. Here's your stuff.
And hold on, I guess. Long enough at the register. He goes back and he brings up a big old pouch of gold, places it on the counter for you. Pleasure doing business with you.
Pleasure doing business with you. Ebenezer's gonna exit that building as fast as possible.
As you're going, you just hear, can you believe this Trump 500 gold for infinite food? And then he gave the other thing for free.
What a schmuck.
I lowballed him and he didn't care.
I wouldn't have taken 500 for that if it depended on my life, Tony. What a schmuck.
Ebenezer's gonna go get a gold pile.
Cool. You know of a good place to go get components in town.
Legends.
It goes right back to me.
Called Butternubbins MacGuffins.
You goddamn right, that's what it's called.
I go there.
Excellent. You walk in, and you haven't been here many times, as you're not constantly casting spells, but you recognize in there a tabaxi couple that are running the shop. The one at the counter, Butternub and Flubbertubbet. It is.
Oh God.
Greets you as you walk in.
Could you say that again, please?
Yeah, Butternub and Flubbertubbet.
I see. So what is the name of this place? Butternubbin?
Butternubbins MacGuffins. Or MacGuffins.
I see.
What the fuck?
So in long, if you will, Butternub and Flubbertubbets MacGuffins.
I see. How many times did you rehearse that, Foster?
Surprisingly, not that many.
Wow. Putting respect on your name, bro.
This guy's insane.
Anyway, Butternubbin. Ebenezer, good to see you again. What brings you in today?
I just got 500 gold, and I'd like to put that towards a gold vial.
We certainly have vials and all sorts of spell components.
Oh, get a load of this guy trying to buy a golden vial.
You don't work here. Go back to work.
I'm pulling a double. What's the problem?
Yeah,
is that all you're in for today?
Yes, it's all I can afford.
Does it need to be a 500 gold vial?
Yes, specifically 500 gold.
Very well. We also have. I know that you're a potion maker by trade. We've got lots of alchemy materials. If that's something you're interested in.
Yes, it is. I just got this alchemy table set. Came in the mail. I mean, if your prices are affordable, I would love to poke around your inventory.
Take a look at the wares, and I'm going to roll a die here to the side there. Alchemy selling tier here. They're a tier 2 shop, so if you look in that dock and anything that is sold in a tier 2 shop will be here. Prices
Tier 2. So that's uncommon, right?
They'll in the bottommost, I believe, table. it will have shopped here as one of the listed things there.
Ah, okay, cool. I see. Very much skip me as I go over this.
Okay. You will continue shopping.
Okay.
And we'll
Cool.
come back.
Thank you.
Up next would be Vesper and Kaelinor.
Let's
on
fucking go.
your way to do assorted errand. What are you looking to do?
I'm with you for the most part.
Okay. The first thing I want to do is go to a jewelry shop. I have a list of several places I'd like to, but it can be broken.
Sure.
I don't want to be annoying.
It doesn't take long to find a jewelry shop. There's a lot of them in Ashmere. You find one that looks reputable and well upkept, and go in. You just find a human man behind the counter. He's very skinny and balding. Looks on the older side, but he just says, "Gentlemen, welcome. Are you looking for a special something for a special someone today?"
Not particularly. I have a question for you. Do you make your own jewelry here?
Well, we do have a craftsman that makes a lot of our jewelry, but we also have some things that are pulled in from other locations.
It's Vincenzo.
Vinny, aren't you supposed to be at the shop today?
Oh, he's gonna be spinning a gold necklace around. Oh, I'm pulling a triple today, big gay.
Oh my god. I would like to pull from my bag one of the 2 large chunks of crystal I have. This says it is 36 pounds for the 2 you told me to put in here, so I'm assuming one of these chunks is like an 18-pound heap of crystal. And I'm going to set it on this man's counter. And I'm going to look at him and say, I have something I thought you might be interested in. It is a rather rare and interesting crystal that I think would make some rather fine jewelry. And I would like to pull into my coat pocket. If I'm pulling a specific book that I know exactly what it is, do I need to check for it, or can I just do it?
If it's like a book you've had before or used, then you can just do it.
Specifically, I want to pull out the book that 200 years ago I read about the crystals on a top.
Yeah, I think if it's a book, yeah, you've read that before, you can just pull it.
And I would
you
like
know it
to
exists.
Perfect. Pull it open to the page where that legend is. Set it down on the counter. There is an ancient legend that said hundreds of years ago, a very powerful mage created a lightning storm in a battle between the heavens and hells, and the remnants of that magic created these crystals, and they have this interesting glow inside of the crystal that kind of is reminiscent of lightning. I thought you might be interested in making jewelry out of this unique, fine specimen.
Do you have like a smaller bit available for him to pick up and examine?
Yeah, I would. I have a little bag of smaller crystals that he could. These ones aren't for sale, but for demonstration's sake.
I would love to. Yeah, just to hold. And he picks it up, and you see like a little magnifying glass come down over his eyes. He inspects it. Magnificent. And you see like the hairs on his hand stand up from like this charge within them. These are really unique. How old is this text? This is incredible. How much are you thinking?
I was, for this particular large of a specimen, hoping for 1,000 gold.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Can I fucking did you already do it? You piece of shit.
I did, I'm sorry. But
Okay.
I got an 18 minus 1.
He didn't need it.
If you'd like to do something to help him, just in case he wants to get a crit or something.
I was going to say I was rummaging through my bag for the crystal that I've been holding, and I was gonna say it's way better than this one as I pat you on the back to give you guidance, but you did that anyway. But now my crystal's out.
Can I add a guidance to that?
Go ahead, add guidance.
Thank you, Vesper. Beautiful. 21
Yeah.
total.
Incredible with a 21. And so you're offering the 18-pounder?
Yeah, one of the 2 chunks.
Okay. Yeah, he'll pick up the 18-pound one and kind of heft it in his hand. 1,000 is, I think, certainly reasonable. We'll call it a deal.
Excellent.
He'll set that on the table. I will have to get my boss to unlock the safe, but I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Sure.
He steps away. You do notice also in this place that he has labeled gems specifically at costs if there are any gems that you need for spellcasting components.
Good to know.
Oh shit! I did not prepare that.
I
What's the
don't
name of this
believe.
guy's shop?
Beverly's Beautiful Bubbles.
Baubles? Like
Bubbles.
I think I need it. The only one that I have that is gem consuming is my chromatic orb that I already have. But that's good to know for sure. I'm sure that will come up eventually.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I probably have something eventually.
He comes back with a big old sack of gold. It's probably actually 2 individual sacks.
Fantastic.
Sets them on the table. Well, was there any other business we'd like to take care of today?
Not for me, personally. I would like to just add, if you find, utilizing this crystal is beneficial to you and you'd like some more, I'm gonna maintain that location for myself, but you can leave a message for me at Potions and Potions, and I can help you retrieve more for a cost.
Certainly. Our gems are always coming to us at a bit of a cost. That's why they're so expensive to sell, but I very much appreciate your patronage. This will make a lot of people very happy.
I hope it does. Thank you for your business.
While we're here, and now that I have this rock on the table, do you think, like, with your big, like, thing or whatever, and maybe your expertise on gems, you could take a look at this for me? And I'm gonna produce my crystal to him once again.
Okay. Yeah, he pulls out his little magnifying glass again over his eye, and he examines it, and well, this is beautiful in its own right, but it's not like anything I've ever seen before, though that's not the first time I've been able to say that today. What is it? Do you know of its origin?
Oh, a quick glance over at Kaelinor. I just found it, but, so is it still looking, like, properly fucked up?
For sure.
Like, in the way that you described? Okay. No, I just found it like that, and I am wondering if it's as unique as I think it is, and what happened to it?
Well, I couldn't say. I don't have much experience in what seems to be some sort of magic inside. I'm simply a jeweler myself, but yeah, it looks, from what I can tell, that there is some structural damage on the inside, as if a large amount of force or energy was forced into it unnaturally, if you will.
That's funny.
I can't really say much more than that, other outside of its physical makeup.
Okay. Do you think at some point that it would be worth making into some jewelry at some point?
I certainly could make it into jewelry for you if you'd like. The crystal being structurally damaged would
Right.
probably make it worth less to consumers, but I can certainly do something custom for you if you'd like.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. It's workable is what you're saying.
Certainly workable.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Thank you for looking at it.
I'm happy to. Anything else, friends?
Actually, yes, forgot.
I'm
Would
glad
you-
I asked.
Would you perhaps be able to sell me any tools that could be used for carving a gem to change its shape, or if not, sell me what you already have to utilize in store? A recommendation on where I could.
Well, those things are carefully crafted by smiths. We got ours from Heron, but there may be places around here.
Is that a name that?
Oh,
that's a city.
Heron City.
Yeah. Okay.
But I can keep an eye out for it. I'm sure we will do business again in the future. I'll see if I can find anyone local for you.
I appreciate that.
Very well. Well, it was great talking with you both today, and I wish you the best of health.
Good night.
You as well.
You leave this jewelry shop. What do you want to do next?
Anywhere in particular you would like to go, Vesper, before I drag you all over Ashmere?
I at one point inquired out of character game about magical bow stuff and weapons and things of that nature. I'm also interested in plant stuff. Is this the right place, or would I know or have any leads on that at this point?
Magic items in a broader sense, from like components and stuff, don't have a huge market in Ashmere, despite it being the capital.
Mm-hmm.
But you would know why, and that's because Heron City has just become sort of the magic capital city.
Okay.
And just like all of that stuff sort of flows through there.
So it seems we both have interest in potentially going there.
I was also
some
gonna.
point.
Would that kind of thing you're talking about be like enchanted items, like any kind of magic items, or is that something that would be in Ashmere?
You could find like basic like +1 stuff here in Ashmere, like the level of enchanted. But yeah, like magic breastplates, magic swords, things like that. Wondrous items. You're gonna find a lot more of that in Heron.
So I couldn't buy a bag of holding it.
Unlikely.
Okay.
Probably not from a nice store.
Well, maybe.
Well, I'm with you then.
Maybe we should find opportunity to go to Heron City sometime.
True. Oh, I'm also interested in like anything herbology related as we visit the capital that I don't get to come to all that often. If there's like a seed shop that I could get, or like a fucking bring your bonsai tree on the road while you fight demons backpack.
Yeah, you could find like some herbology shops.
I would be interested in potentially stopping there as well.
You can find Henry Havernacker's herbs and herbs.
Herbs and herbs, baby.
Herbs and herbs. Yep.
H&H, if you will.
Yeah, well, it was herbs and herbs for those who speak with a British accent. There was a lot of arguments happened, so he was just like, "Fuck it, I'm putting both on the sign, herbs and herbs." So
that makes total sense.
Henry Havernack's herbs and herbs.
Then I guess I will point at that funny-looking sign and say, "Oh, actually, I've been wanting to stop in Henry's Herbs and herbs.
Well, that's
Okay,
nice.
if you say so.
I imagine the herbs is italicized and the herbs is not.
It would definitely be like just like fucking Arial font for for herbs, and then like caveat or something for herbs.
If we're making fonts canon, be careful.
Yeah, anyway, yes, you walk into the store. Here you see what you assume must be a druid, just based off of the leaves covering the face and the green hood and the very much like covering themselves in nature. But Henry himself here at the store. Customers, say hi to the friends.
Hello,
And he
Henry's
gestures at his
friends.
plants.
Look around. Confused.
And you see this store is just covered in like tall potted plants growing from the floor to the ceiling, some like hanging, things all over tables, then just like pouches of seeds just everywhere.
Sick. Hi, I like plants.
Oh, I love plants.
So I'm gonna produce the buds that what's her name gave me in Maeve's hometown shop that I've been tending to, and they're kind of just like seeds wrapped up in a damp paper towel at this point. Hey, I picked these up on the road a while back, and I was just wondering if there was a better way to travel and tend to these that you might
Well,
be able to recommend.
you're looking to grow something on the road.
Yes. And also, what are these and how do I grow them on the road?
Well, I believe these are life buds. They're a rather rare plant. Honestly, I don't have any of them in my own, but I know
Oh,
how to
well,
care
you
for
can't
them.
have them.
Well, certainly, I
Oh, the pancake's
want
gone
to
already?
take your plant from you. They're your family.
Oh, the
Uh,
pancake's gone already?
Yes, the pancakes
I
are
can?
gone already.
You ate?
Yeah,
Okay.
we ate
Can
all
I
the
have all that?
pancakes.
Can confirm.
Can I have all that?
No.
Yes, we ate them all.
Cool.
Fucking Riley.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Should be. Should be sorry.
well, I actually do have a solution for this. I've wanted to bring my friends along with me everywhere, so I came up with a solution. I don't know what kind of travel you and your compatriot here do, but it worked for me. He goes behind the counter and pulls out like a 2-gallon like mason jar, essentially, with just like leather straps tied to it sideways. He's like, you fill one of these with dirt along the bottom side, and then of course, drill a couple of holes in it carefully. It is glass after all, but carefully. And after that, you just need to water it, and you've got yourself a mobile terrarium.
This is incredible.
You do have to kind of wear it on your back, because if you turn it sideways, then it all dies instantly. So you do have to be careful.
Oh, dear. Oh, I'm going to turn around to the back and show like a fuck ton of gear strapped to my back. What about the front?
You can wear it on the front, absolutely.
Excellent.
I mean, as long as it like remains in the sort of sideways position
Yeah.
around the shoulders.
Okay. Well, how do I make one of these? Is this for sale?
Oh,
Look
yeah,
over there.
absolutely.
Can I steal it?
Do you want to actually try to steal it?
No, I said that out loud.
Okay. He goes, oh yeah. No, this is certainly for sale. It doesn't cost me hardly anything. 8 silver pieces.
Okay. Oh, for me, yeah. And I'll pull out do I have silver pieces? Yeah, I have exactly 8 silver pieces. Let's fucking go. That's what you get for buying fries. Or whatever the fuck. Okay, so I'll slide him over 8 silver pieces. Real cool, like.
He will hand you this one. It already has like drill holes on top and the leather straps connected. All you need is dirt.
Wow. I will examine it as I strap it to the front of my body. This craftsmanship is unlike any that I've ever seen on a jar strapped to my body.
Certainly, I've never seen anyone other than myself with a jar strapped to their body.
Well, now there's a jar strapped to
But we
my
have to
body
take our friends with
from
us.
you. That is true. Boom, boom, boom. I'll put them in there for a minute just to see how they fit. This is great.
Oh, you'll probably want some dirt in there.
Oh, yes.
They won't survive without dirt.
That's fair. None
They
of
need
us would.
places for their roots to sort of take place. And
Right. That's deep.
nutrients to absorb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like you.
You're pretty cool too.
What
What's
was your name? And we
I'm
kiss.
Henry.
We just fucking kiss right there.
Is this a meet cute going on in D&D right now?
Vesper. Henry Vesper. Vesper Henry.
Amazing to meet you.
It's sweaty.
Your name is Vesper?
No, the
Sweaty?
handshake was sweaty.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sorry. That's my fault. Probably.
No, from me.
Well, it's weird that you said it out loud then, like that. but-
Can I also have like some seeds?
Absolutely. What type of seeds are you
Anything
looking
you think would be worth growing on the road. I have
for? Oh, jeez.
quite a bit of seeds, but just you have like the 5 spice pack from Trader Joe's. It's got like a little bit of everything.
Well, we don't have any Trader Joe's 5 spice here, but we do have. I could tell you. We've got some mint, some lavender, some lemon balm, some nightshade.
Nightshade.
Yes. I'll take one of everything, but heavy on the last one. That was me speaking,
So does
but
that
I'll
mean
say
2
that.
of the last one, or
Yeah, I mean, just like a heavier pouch.
do you want 2 pouches of it, or just?
Yeah,
'cause
or
they're
3.
already- They're sealed pouches as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, just,
Okay. The lavender and mint are each 5 silver per pouch. The lemon balm is also 5 silver. The nightshade is 6.
Okay, so 15
27.
silver plus how many? I'll get 3 pouches of the nightshade
All right.
if that's okay. Wait, they're 6 apiece?
Your message just came through that you're making dinner.
Sick. I'm done. by
6
the way.
apiece for nightshade, yeah.
Okay, so I'll do the math in a second. But yeah, I get those.
Fantastic. I might have to. In making an extra mechanic sheet for Riley, I might have to make a mechanic sheet for your growing of plants because I don't think one exists.
Yeah,
in
that's
D&D, but we'll
valid.
work that out.
Welcome to the
Great
club,
though.
Ryan. I have exclusive spreadsheets.
Cool.
For stuff.
Love that. Love it here. Okay, that is about all I got after gawking at this man's shop for a little bit.
Well, it was lovely to have you customers in. Do come back again.
Good night.
Good night. It's the morning, but good night.
Okay, anywhere else? Anybody else need to go?
I had one last stop. It was I wanted to go to Fletcher, like a bow and accessory type place.
Sure. You can find Fletcher's Fletchings.
Fantastic.
Love this guy.
Yeah, I'll head inside.
Me too.
Inside, you see a tall elvish man. Appears to be high elvish. He maybe like a 6'8", very fine, fair skin, and wearing what you would expect to be like the clothes of royalty, almost, just how they're like silken and flowy. But he's just a shopkeep. But he sees you as you come in. What can I do you for?
Taken aback by the sound that came out of this guy's face for a second. um, good morning. I'm not looking for anything fancy. I'm just looking for a longbow and a quiver with some arrows.
Yeah, well, I can certainly do
Galen,
that. Let me bring you up real quick. Hold on.
They're right here.
I was also curious if you might have any special types of arrows, or just kind of pretty standard.
I would also be curious if that, as a guy that doesn't have a giant bow on his back, Doom. The jar bumps into the counter.
Well, the longbow itself is only 50 gold, so we can work that out easy. As
Sure.
for special ammo types, give me an extra second to ring that up, if you will.
A second's past him.
I'll hold my action to kill this guy until he produces.
Yeah, we got arrows comes in bundles of 5. Lots of different types. We got fire arrows, explosive arrows, ice arrows, acid arrows, thunder arrows, lightning arrows, mind piercing arrows, and holy arrows. All of them available in bundles of 5 for 50 gold apiece.
50 gold apiece. Vesper, I just came into some gold, so I will gladly purchase you one of the arrows. Like,
Fuck yeah. That's so much money.
what are the cost for standard arrows?
Normal arrows are 20 for a single gold.
I will take 20 arrows. If I could, I don't have a quiver. If I could purchase one.
Oh, sure. We got a quiver in here somewhere too. Just gotta find it.
Fresh shipment in from Italy. That's Italian.
Just cost another gold, apparently,
Okay.
according to my log here.
This is my first time running the shop.
It's okay. Vinny
I'm taking
usually
over for
does
Chinto
the.
shit
Yeah.
today. He had to work a triple elsewhere.
Oh man.
Most
Vesper,
importantly,
what type of arrows do you?
I like the idea of holy arrows, but not that I would know mechanically speaking, but I would probably be able to do some of that already. What does psychic arrows do, or whatever the fuck that was that you said?
A mind piercer.
Mind
On a hit, the
piercing.
target takes 1d8 psychic damage and must pass an intelligence saving throw or has disadvantage on intelligence and wisdom saving throws for the next 3 rounds.
Oh.
Interesting. What do the lightning and thunder arrows do, DM?
A lightning arrow can cast a streak of lightning in their wake. Any creatures within 5 feet of a line between you and your target. I'm assuming that means a girth of 15 feet. Must make a DC 15 Dex saving throw or take 1d8 lightning damage.
So the lightning bolt?
the girth.
1d8 lightning damage, but it's
like-
wide and.
Describing the width of this lightning bolt as girth is crazy.
Holy shit.
Or the birth, I guess.
What about the thunder ones?
These arrows release a thunderous explosion on hit. All creatures within a 10-foot radius must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or take 2d8 thunder damage. On a success, they do not take any of that damage.
Holy fuck.
Hey, Sugar Daddy, I'm gonna leave that up to you. Whatever you want me slinging from the back line.
No, by all means, get what you would like.
I don't know. I kind of forgot already.
There was fire, there was ice.
Yeah, but
I got ice, acid, holy, fire.
What do the
explosive.
holy arrows do out of curiosity?
These arrows shine with a holy brilliance, and on a hit, deals 1d8 radiant damage. An evil aligned target must make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened of the attacker for 10 rounds or until line of sight is broken.
It's kind of sick. Should I go holy or the brainwashing arrows? You pick.
I don't know. They're both pretty on brand. I don't think we do a lot of the saving throws of that type, so you make it more
Yeah.
utility out of the holy arrows.
Let's do it.
Speaking metagamely. Okay. Do quiver 20 regular arrows. Fuck it. I'm feeling rich for the first time in the entire campaign. I'm gonna do 5 of the lightning, 5 of the thunder, and the 5 holy.
All right. Let me.
152, right? 50 apiece for the ones, and then one for the arrows and quiver. Is that correct? I already took the 50 out for.
I believe that's right.
That sounds right to me. You wanted the lightning and the thunder. That's correct. On top of the holy. Is that right?
Yes.
Fantastic.
I'm going to. Gotta add all this shit to my inventory now. It's just a basic longbow, right? That I purchased.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, does this guy have a longbow +1 or like a string that is tighter or something?
Hold,
Yeah.
hold your horses for
That would
just
make
one.
it like shoot further and faster, therefore doing +1.
Yeah, let me check in the back. He walks away for a second.
Cool, we robbed the cash register.
Vince
Sorry,
shows
wrong
a little
campaign.
weird from out of frame. Hey, you guys been helped yet? Just doing my rounds here.
Oh yeah, we're good.
Cool. Hello.
God damn it.
Hold on, I actually do have notes about that. Yeah, it turns out we do have a enhanced longbow, if you will, tighter string, a little bit of a heavier draw as well, and it's also been magically enhanced slightly. A +1, if you will, as the kids are saying. That is 250 gold pieces.
I have 239 and 7 silver.
How much do you need?
250 gold.
How much do you have?
239.7.
I'll give you another 50 gold to that. If that changes, if that makes you willing to do it.
Love you. I'm gonna do it. I was gonna do it anyway. Yeah, I was just also gonna have to go in the back. Okay, so okay, so I'm losing 200 from that F. Okay, what did I just fucking spend my life savings on?
Just a crossbow +1.
It's a crossbow?
I hope
Or
not.
no, a longbow +1.
Cool, thanks. Love you.
Love you too. Can I do anything else for you fellas?
I believe that's all I need.
Yeah, you did so good today.
Thank you, Ed. Vinny would be proud, I'm sure.
Yeah. I walk out
All right,
without saying
goodbye.
anything.
So I am trying to put all these descriptions of things.
While you're gathering your receipts, I'm gonna go out into the middle of the street and just start shoveling dirt into a jar.
Okay. I'm going to, as we get these magic arrows, I'm going to give you 2 of each of the ones I got, because you're going to use them in a lot more opportunities than I will.
Fuck yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to sort that out because I don't know what's happening.
We'll figure that out later, but I'm going to do that. Don't let me forget. Boom. And that is, presuming there's no magic shop, I can go buy a bag of holding it as well. That'll be the end of my shenanigans.
Cool. You did
at least out and
mention in chat you might want to visit Chessox. Is that something you still want to do?
That is something that I might do depending on how my experiment goes.
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Everybody, they're all done with their shit.
We go home and go to sleep. And
Let's
level up.
do, Maeve and
Socialization
Kinfaf
of our
go to
day.
the library.
Yeah.
Neither of you are from Ashmere or have much experience here. But you know, actually, hold on.
I would like to look for the most intelligent looking person on the street and ask for directions to the library.
Okay. You can give me either a performance or survival check, depending on how you are playing it.
Performance.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
I have a +6 to survival, just so everyone knows.
You are able to track down an astute, intelligent-looking man. He is taken aback by your sort of aggressive nature, friendly aggressive, overbearing, I should say. That's the word.
I will. I'll walk up and I'll go. Good morrow, my fellow aristocrat. Me and my friend here are looking for a place of study, commonly known as the library. Would you happen to be able to triangulate our position to this place of holy knowledge?
You failed whatever the next check is. You just did.
Yes. A member of the elite? No?
An aristocrat?
Indeed. Like the three that play piano.
Meow. Well, I do know where to find a library. We have a whole system here in Ashmere of public libraries. Do you just need the closest one, or any...
Well, Maeve?
The best one.
I agree with my compatriot here. The best library. The library, if you will.
The central branch, then. It's actually very close to the castle, if you will. Just about 2 blocks west down the main road.
Excellent. Some follow-up questions. Can you point in the direction of where we're going?
He turns around and points at like a giant fucking castle in the middle of the city.
Ah! Yes. Okay, well, thank you, my fellow scholar. We must be on the way of knowledge, as they say.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
I'll extend a hand. Too close.
Very nice to meet you. I'll be on my way now.
Indubitably.
Keep walking.
Maeve, I think that guy thought we were smart, so I think that he gave us the good directions.
Yeah, that's good.
I really tried to put on my thinker cap as we're walking.
You did really good. And then show a high five.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you, Maeve.
Yeah, you arrive at the central branch of the library after, despite having a giant landmark ahead of you, a little bit of trouble getting there through all the cities. But you do make it to the central branch. It's pretty large. It is not as large as the monk library that you just were in the mountain. But there's a decent wealth of knowledge here. What is it that you're looking for?
Is there a librarian?
There are multiple
No,
librarians.
actually.
I'm
I would
gonna
like
go
to-
ask them. Yeah.
You go.
I'm just gonna find the closest one and ask a bunch of things.
You find a frail old lady who
Named Ebenezer.
is wearing spectacles way too far on her nose, reading something. She's got like a pearl necklace and like a lavender gown. What can I help you with?
Yeah, I was wondering if you guys had any books on the beautiful one, or like portals and trees, magic trees, or like wild shape for druids, and then she'll just keep talking again until
Now, is that the title or the author?
the topic.
The topic. Okay, well, let's hold now, where in the world did I leave that Rolodex?
This is what I imagine Eb supposed to be sounding like.
Mhm.
She finds like what looks like I guess a modern day Rolodex, sure, of just
Canon.
files, little cards of paper. So you said beautiful people, like models, or
No, the beautiful one. No,
like
no.
are you looking for a girlfriend or something? I've got a granddaughter. She's single.
No, not maybe later. But she's like this entity, like kind of like a god, I think. I don't really know much about her. I guess
Okay.
not a lot of people do at all.
So like beautiful one, comma the probably. Just look at the
Maybe.
bees, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'll have you roll me a history check, and depending on that, we will decide if there's any information here for you.
Okay. Oh.
I will roll against it, and we'll find out.
Vesper
Unfortunately, I
comes
rolled high.
crashing through and guides
No.
you for $1 million.
Well, nothing on beautiful one, comma the. Well, let's see. Hold on, one, comma the, comma beaut. Nope, nothing there either. Well, I'm sorry, young lady, but did you said portals and trees? We could do. We've got lots on portals.
Yeah. If there's any on a portal in a tree, a magic tree, how to close a portal in a magic tree.
How to close a portal in a magic tree?
For dummies, I believe.
Comma.
Yeah.
Comma.
Give me another
Easy.
history check, and I will roll against it flat on the die.
Comma the.
True.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, you know what? I'm not even gonna roll against it. That's a nat 20.
Let's go.
Yeah, with a nat 20, you find how to close a portal in magic trees for dummies.
Let's go.
That's amazing.
What you find essentially is that the caster of the portal needs to either close it or be forced to close it. Alternatively, some more powerful dispelling of magic spells can do it. I think you would find like dispel magic at quote unquote 8th level in dummies would be able to do it. But otherwise, stopping the person who did it or getting them to dispel it is how you would get rid of it.
Gotcha.
What level do you have to be to cast level 8 spells?
Depends on your class.
15.
True. Classes that can get to 8th level spells, it typically, but it varies slightly. For us, it would be 15. As
I do think with a nat 20, you also find tucked away in like the back of this book like some really old looking parchment that doesn't seem to be supposed to be there. In fact, you're not even sure it was there when you first spread open the book, but now when you go to the last page, suddenly there's this parchment there. And you just see like on the bottom right, as if the book was being signed by its author, Ashanti, Weaver of Stories.
Okay. She'll point to this lady and say, "Hey, do you know anything about this
Oh,
Weaver
somebody
of
must have
Stories?"
just left their papers, and I'll take that. No worries. We'll recycle it.
Okay.
Do you want to stop her from doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Say no, the writing on it. Weaver of Stories. You know who that is? Ashanti.
Oh, well, there's old fables about some sort of extraplanar being who knows all the stories and whatnot, but they're folklore, really. All sorts of cultures have theirs. Like Hermes is one that doesn't exist in this world, but also would be the guy who keeps stories, if you will.
Okay. Got any books on that?
On Hermes? No, he doesn't exist.
No. On the Weaver of Stories.
Well, yeah, let me look.
Okay.
Well, let's. I'm gonna. Well, yeah. Yeah. She pulls out a book, and it's not a book about the Weaver of Stories. It's more just like folklore of stories that have been told about them, or of like all of these story keepers, in different cultures. But one of them is like a full page that has notes about Ashanti, Weaver of Stories, having been a sort of, there might be a word for this type of creature, but the people who mention having ever seen her is like a spider centaur. So like lower body spider, upper body woman.
Terrifying.
And they say they have. Yeah, there we go. And they say that she has only appeared to them in dream. They're not sure if she is real, where she would be located, if she's even on this plane.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Anything else you're looking for?
Yeah, just one last thing, just so that next time if we level up, it'll make more sense. She's gonna say, "Do you have any books on wild shaping, specifically flight?"
Oh, well, sure. We've got a whole druidic section. Let me just walk you right over here. And she slowly canes her way over. Let me show you. We're almost there. It's just a little bit. It's a little bit far.
I will split off at this point, actually. I'm gonna stay in the library, but
Sure. Eventually, you do get to the wild shape books, and they have all sorts of information on the animals and how to become them.
She'll just like sit somewhere and read those while Kenpath is doing.
Right. Kenpath, what are you looking for?
I would, upon splitting off from this frail old woman and Maeve, I would like to look around for the biggest, strongest looking librarian in the building.
It's also that lady, crazily enough.
I mean, you find like some Poindexter in a sweater vest, like shelving books, who is only the strongest looking person here because he's the youngest.
I see. I'm gonna walk up to them. I'm gonna say, "Hello, weakling, sir. I am looking for texts on how to improve the strength of one's body, as I have devoted my life thus far to the strengthening of my mind. I would now like to learn how to strengthen the body.
I
and if this,
actually have something very specific about that I've been trying to work on myself. Give me a second here to find where we keep it. He's gonna go into the back and find it. One moment. What is it called?
How to get ripped for dummies.
Well, mother effer, dude.
He finds you the Manual of Bodily Health, which is a magic item that you can go ahead and just take.
what? Okay, what does this do? What's it called?
The Manual of Bodily Health.
Whoa. Okay. Sick.
And what it is literally just like a book with like health and diet tips. But if you follow those for
Like a men's health
6
magazine.
days?
48 total hours over 6 days doing and studying the stuff in that book, you can get a increase to Constitution.
Deal.
God
Holy
damn.
shit.
Those are intense. Those are like super rare magic items.
Whoa.
Is there like the second edition that you could grab for me also?
I'm gonna take this book in all, and I'm gonna say this is amazing. Thank you so much.
I'm happy to help. Now be aware that you do have to like really give some time to it to make it work. You know, I mean, you got to put in the time, buddy. You got to do it.
I've recently learned how to read, and so I will put in that work.
Fantastic. I mean, you look like you're in pretty good shape already, but I mean, nothing compared to this going on over here. But maybe you'll catch up.
We'll see.
I've been reading the book myself.
How much of it? And for how long?
Like 38 hours over a period of 5 days or something like that.
Excellent. I'll be sure to give this back to you as soon as I can.
Excellent. That's fantastic. Thank you.
And you look fantastic. Is there any other branches of these libraries that may have books pertaining to one's mass as well as their overall health?
Well, this one actually wasn't even part of the library one. This is a special loan from your boy here. So,
What's your name, friend?
my name is Leonard.
Leonard.
Yeah.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I appreciate you loaning me this book out of your personal collection.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to get swole, so.
Hey, I'm actually in pursuit of that as well. So.
I mean, yeah, you got to strengthen the palace, You got to keep it pure.
Strength
Absolutely.
in the palace.
What body is a temple, and I intend to light the incense, as you could say.
Oh, you're gonna fuck, probably, is what you're saying.
That's not what I meant in the
Oh,
sentence.
no, okay. I misread the situation. All right, okay, no, you're good, man.
I'm gonna leave, Leonard. Thank you for this book.
Yeah. Catch you later, man. Yeah.
I'm gonna light sprint away from this man.
At 60 movement speed.
Yes. And then I'll go find Maeve.
Red. Okay. Also, I am for sure gonna make that difficult to actually complete, but you have it now.
Maeve, check out this sick book.
It just looks like Men's Health.
Oh, that's really awesome.
I know. I got it from this really weird guy named Leonard. He said that it'll make me stronger if I read it fast enough.
Oh, yeah, man. All right.
Yeah, I gotta give it back to him soon, though. He said that he's pretty close to finishing it, and I would feel bad if he didn't get to,
Right.
So I'm gonna try and work my way through it pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how did your search go?
Not great. Can't find anything on the beautiful one, dude. No one knows anything about her. I mean, I guess we didn't either, but thought there'd be something.
Seeing as how the beautiful one seems to be a book of magic and mysteries, perhaps we'll need to find someone of similar caliber to help us gain knowledge on this topic.
So true.
Well, do you have anything else you need to do today? I'm probably gonna head over to the casino.
Probably not that, but
Fair enough.
I mean, if you need, I'm good.
All right. Well,
I'll just stay here.
yeah, I'll see you at Potions and Lotions later.
Okay.
All right. Bye, Maeve.
Just reading. Bye.
All right. Our Fae are currently separated, so let's start with Morgan. You wanted to talk to Amethyst.
So, Morgan awakes, does his pre-morning ritual, his rituals in the morning. He eats, does whatever, and then he comes back down and he waits until Amethyst acknowledges him.
She would certainly give you a nod as soon as you pretty much are within eyesight.
So, you tried to sacrifice yourself. Well, is there something
That's
wrong
not
with you?
the name of a book, but sorry, continue.
Movies from the 90s.
Are you trying to drive me crazy?
I was trying to help your cause and motivate you into finishing a task that you shouldn't have been assigned in the first place. But your friends are quite persuasive. I suppose, happy to be living still.
Well, I would have argued greatly against you doing that, especially with, and I do a little head nod at Alex and go, with her in line.
Alex, fully being able to hear you, is like, what the hell? I'm a good queen. I just don't want to. But
I ignored, but I roll my eyes in the process. Do you have any connection to anybody over there at the moment? Do you know
am I
anything?
in communication?
Can you call Peridot? Can you anything? Are you getting any? Can you get any updates?
I can send. I can send sendings back and forth. So I have been in contact with Peridot and with Queen Lepis. It's not looking great. The queens are, nobody is individually nearly as powerful as Dahlia is now. And the queens, as you know, are not ones for working together very well.
Which ones are gone?
Queen Sierra. God, remember their name. Could name court, but Queen Sierra, Queen Juniper, and Queen Mare. They have progeny to take over leadership, if you will, but they're not nearly as strong of not only magic wielders, but leaders in their own right.
And they're also very susceptible to manipulation.
Very much so. In fact,
can you at all, even if it is fucking Delilah, get them to somehow get together without Dahlia? We need them to have an alliance to not fall to this, and we need My brain is going a million miles a minute as I'm talking, and she can see the worry and the anger and the unknown just kind of popping off across the face.
You're absolutely right, Morgan, but I'm trying to convince anyone I can. Lepis, of course, is happy to help where she can, and Queen Darla, of course, unfortunately, she does not house much power of her own, but I'm trying now to convince Queen Sable in the court of Fauna, but she and I have never quite gotten along, so it's slow going.
I think what needs to happen is they need to figure out if what Amethyst Dahlia is doing, whatever the fuck her name is, and gaining more power and strength and height, because that's what I'm seeing. They should realize that something is not properly happening in this realm.
I don't think it's a matter of being aware. It's just a matter of stubbornness and pride.
Pride is always what's everyone's downfall.
Indeed. We will try. I'd be happy to send you all back in there if you'd like to try to convince them yourselves. Of course, any entrance back into the Fey realm at this point needs to be covert and minimal.
I think we need to do a little more. Sacrifice is not the right word, but I'm going to use it. Sacrifices of the Luther for your power before we do anything like that. Not just for a full-on battle, but to make sure that you aren't weak after doing this.
It would be nice. When I offered you all my motes of power not long ago, I didn't expect betrayal from my sister to happen so shortly after.
Were there no signs? Or were you just oblivious to him? Because you were sisters.
I thought she would have done the right thing. I thought she was trying to take care of a threat in your world by eliminating Luther. And I stayed by her side for far too long before realizing. I mean, if your mother turned out to be some horrible psychopath, it would take you longer than just some random stranger to realize it. And I'm sorry that I didn't realize it sooner.
I'm going to rummage in my bag. I'm going to pull out a chunk of barite that I have. And I go, here, something from home, just to have. And I'm going to just plop it, this like chunk in her huge ass hand. It's just.
Yeah.
I'd like something at least.
And she's like rolling it around between her fingers. What is like a decent chunk to you? She's like rolling in her fingers, but she's just like, thank you. This is fantastic. Thank you.
I'm going to look at Alex and go, I know. You deserve an adventure. I wish you could shrink, because I would take you with me. Because at this point, we probably would need it.
Alexandra's not much bigger than you.
Oh, well. She's bigger than me. It makes me insecure. I'm kidding. I'm going to go... Do you want to come?
That depends on where you're going.
Well, as of now, I know we are shopping, whatever they got. We will probably come back and conversate on that, but let me know.
Consider me interested.
And then I'm gonna go upstairs to the main room of potions and lotions and talk to
Okay.
Karen for like 5 seconds.
Sure.
From when I bonk her in the head. I'm gonna go, where is the extra bedroom? Upstairs. If you know. If you don't, I understand.
Yeah, that fucking guy's been in there all day. She gestures kind of back around the counter. There's like a little door into the employees only area with a little hallway with a door right at the end.
I'm gonna shoot her a glare and I'm just gonna I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
She looks angry, but looks at you being scary looking and just doesn't. Like, she's more intimidated by you than she is intimidating. But yeah, you make it back to the room.
I'm just gonna knock on the door. And I'm gonna send a message. Try and send a message and I just go, Ren.
That was my fault. Dude, go.
Does he
Well,
get
that
a
was
response
me.
from Ren?
No.
It was relevant, my bad.
I'm gonna resend and be like, I don't know what you're thinking, and I don't know what happened. But I'll be outside if you need me. And then I'm gonna go sit in front of potions and lotions and stare at people as they walk by.
Excellent.
Just inhibit all anybody trying to buy anything if they ever try to.
This is the scariest looking little blonde guy in the world. He looks like he's ready to kill you despite being beautiful. Okay, that leaves us with Ren. You are alone in this room as you wake up. This, I guess, Parker appearing would be a little bit later in your day, but what are you thinking as you wake up?
I think Ren would feel distraught, displaced, isolated, and pretty pissed. I think if we're trying to describe like internal monologue here, I think this is where he's probably feeling like he's had feelings like there's been more to what he knows in his past, but he doesn't know what any of that means or what that looks like. And before he had a chance to really ask questions or get close to an answer, he's now left with fewer answers and fewer ways to try and get answers. The only home he's ever known is gone, betrayed by the person he swore to protect and fight for. So, pretty pissed. Sidebar. Did we ever figure out that rain check?
Oh, of what?
The items.
Oh, from
we
the...
scavenged. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna say you found 12 leather armors and 10 longswords.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're talking about the battle on the mountain that you guys scavenged, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. You can take all that to be sold.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm kind of broke. So I might head down, and if I see Morgan, I probably wouldn't go out of my way to say much if he doesn't see me. It's not an intentional stealth check, but I don't know. I'm still inside, so.
I think he specifically is outside facing the street staring down people, so I don't think he'd probably see
Scaring
you
away
just
my
on the
customers.
inside.
I'm standing at the front door.
He's standing there menacingly.
My poor customers.
I would head down to speak with Amethyst. I think. I'd make my way down.
She sees you approach, and she make me an insight check.
11.
You can immediately read on her face shame. She does not look you in the eye as you approach, but she does greet you by name. Ren?
What's the tone on that look like or sound like?
She just Ren?
Did you know?
Know
you fucking
what?
know?
And know what?
What Dahlia was up to?
I just had this conversation with Morgan. No, not until too late.
Why is it still working? And Ren will produce a sword. And he's as it's produced, he's just going to fucking fling this as far as he can, just yeet it into the stadium somewhere. Why the fuck is it still working? And he's just going to keep doing that a few times. Just pissed.
She lets you do it like a few times.
Maybe I tucker myself out after like 4 or 5.
And she considers for a moment, says, "You're not hers."
What?
I don't know your story. She kept it from me. But I dug where I could, and what I do know is that your power does not come from her.
I think Ren would be pretty speechless. Ren would break eye contact, look down, look away, whatever, and walk out.
Yeah. You exit the room. She doesn't try to stop you.
Ren remembers this conversation with Luther. I think Ren wants to go to the library and do some reading.
Sure.
I'd make my way there.
You find an Aristocat who directs you there, and you eventually make it. You probably see Maeve sitting off in a corner, but nose in a book. And you just see a frail old librarian at the counter. Why aren't you a handsome one?
Not again.
I like your flowers.
I'd produce one, give it to her.
You, young man. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for any text you might have on Drow or the name Blackhand.
Well, let me look here. Fingers through this Rolodex for a bit. Nothing on Drow. That DROW?
I suppose I've not seen it written. I imagine it's possible.
But I do have something on Blackhand. You know what? It's on a high shelf. She just points in the direction of where the book would be. It's the big black one on the top right there.
I appreciate your help.
You're very welcome.
Are there like rolling ladders or something to get up there?
Yeah, for sure.
I would do that. If you need to check, let me know.
No check for climbing a ladder. Yeah, you get up there, you grab the book. Could I have you make me either a history or investigation check?
Chat, what are we feeling? They're -1, both of them. Which one's
History.
history? Any other histories, or are we history?
Yep.
What history?
The cat butt.
It was a bad choice. I blame Parker.
Parker, you suck.
I just heard the first one I heard, and I said it.
This guy is unstoppable.
I heard the first one I heard.
Did he leave out the front door when he left? Would I have followed him?
Oh, well, I guess he would have probably gone off the front door. You would have seen him at least.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna follow him. So I'm just standing behind him, doing nothing.
Red.
Sorry, I thought I'd be there.
Let me pull up some information in my.
Are you sneaking, or are you?
No, I'm just fully visible, not making noise, just not saying anything.
Jesus Christ! I think I would prefer to be crept on.
I told you where I'd be.
It's like loudly
You
eating
kinda just ran
popcorn 4 inches from the back of your head.
Right. In a library.
I just found an apple somewhere and just started chewing on it.
Hey, Eldritch Blast the apple.
Hey, Eldritch Blast the book.
What you find in this book, the book is a index of sort of adventurers' journals that have made their way into a collection, if you will. You sort of sort through the index looking for Black Hand, since you were told that it would be in here, and what you find is just one journal entry by a person named Othamir Blackhand. The journal entry, surprisingly, nowhere else in the book is it indexed, but it mentions something that Othamir actually mentioned, the sort of out of character, you wouldn't know this, but Othamir mentioned to Balak that he had a run-in with the Beautiful One.
What the fuck?
And that you see written in ink, the Beautiful One, on this page.
You suck.
What unfortunately the content of this journal is sort of a one steamy night with the goddess of magic, in great detail, which is not necessarily helpful.
Nice.
But it does have some dates of like when Othamir Blackhand wrote this, and at this point that would have been like 200 years ago. So what you're really finding is that there are people named Blackhand. They were around 200 years ago, and also he notes where he encountered her first, in like the first paragraph, in a place called the Dark Forest.
Oh,
We're going back to that fucking. God damn it.
noted. We fucking in the dark forest. Apparently.
Hell yeah, brother.
Good.
Ivy is IRL upset that here.
Ren is speedily skimming through this smut he has seemingly found in the public library, and notes all of the important parts that the DM told me, and will try to forget the rest, putting the book back. Assuming nothing happens, Ren would probably go to try and sell armor and stuff, just pocket some change.
Sure. Need to...
Was this the same guy, presumably, that I bought the armor from before we skipped down?
Do you want it to be, or do you want to find a new guy?
I mean, he kind of. I felt like he was reasonable to work with, but I feel like his starting prices were kind of ass.
To the new place.
I'll go to the same guy. Maybe I can build some rapport.
There you go.
Maybe
Cool.
like advantage on some kind of checks or some shit. I don't know. I don't know how this shit works. I just play. And if you're gonna ask me what his name is, I have no idea.
No, I don't. I could not tell you what I named him last time. So his name is Paul. Paul Jones.
Not John Paul Jones? Come on, man.
Pon John Paul.
Yeah, he sees you walk in, like, hey, you're the flower guy we talked to last. Good to see you. I didn't get your name, I don't think so. My bad.
Ren.
Ren.
The armor's
Paul.
held up nice as I clank my chest piece with my right arm.
Glad to hear it. What can I do for you today?
I've got more to sell if you've got the coin to buy.
Oh well, we've had a pretty good week. Let's see. What do you got here?
Dump so much leather armor and swords on this man's counter.
Cool. Remind me how many I told you have.
12 leather armor. All of them +2.
All
10,
of them +2. Gotcha.
10.
Long swords.
Yeah, but I think they were made of silver. 10 long swords. And I don't think I have anything else personally I can sell.
Your body.
Great Club +2 as well.
Do you actually have a great? Oh yeah, from the guy.
From the guy.
From
That's some I would have said that too.
The one that Darian smote.
Yes.
Huh?
The big
you
demon.
smoked some demon, and he had a great club +2.
Yeah. Kalen or
Oh.
not
see,
Darian.
Darian means
did a
Evan.
lot of fighting
Oh,
previously.
fucking sorry.
Darian is Evan. That's true.
I'm also writing a Darian chapter right now.
Fuck.
Smite, fuck, smite.
I can't smite yet.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, well, I can give you 22 per long sword, and we'll call it if it's all right with you, we'll call it 12 per leather.
220 for the swords. And what was it? Say 22 per long sword.
Yep, 22 per long sword and 12 per leather.
My mathing is not mathing very well. 364. Sure, no haggling.
Good doing business with you. You're always super easy.
Hey,
so that's all.
No, not actually. Bad joke. Great Club +2 though. Would he have any interest
That
in
actually
buying that?
I'll have to check on this because I know what a +1 is worth, but I'll have to.
Maybe if I just like rub the Great Club on my armor, I'll take like maybe it's like molecules or some sciencey bullshit, and like one will rub off onto my armor, and my armor gets a +1.
That happens.
He, I think, would look at the Great Club +2 and say, "Now for this, I mean, this is clearly magically enhanced.
Twice, so I've heard.
I am not sure we have the gold in our register for it.
Oh,
I'll be honest with you, friend. I think it would go for selling price somewhere around 3,500 gold.
oh,
We have about 2,000 left in the drawer after I just sold it to you.
well, you're a good man, Paul. That's why you'll get my business. I appreciate you letting me know that.
I'm happy to help.
Do you know much about magically enhanced weapons? I know we kind of started this last time. I think you pointed me towards Heron, right?
Yeah, Heron City, they do all sorts of magical stuff out there. They really kind of cornered the market and made it hard for artisans out like us to sell anything here. When you can get everything in a one-stop shop there, nobody comes here for them, you know?
Well, I'll keep coming here, Paul.
I appreciate that, Ren.
Well, I'll let you get back to your day.
Well, thank you for your business, and you have a great one. I hope
Hey.
nothing life-shattering happens to you anytime soon.
Hey, thanks, friend. I appreciate that. You haven't by chance come across any enhanced shields? I know we literally just talked about that seemingly being in Heron, but I feel in my gut I have to ask before I walk out of this room because I feel like I'm not going to be back for at least a session or two.
Yeah, probably a Heron thing on that
Fuck.
one. Yeah.
You're still a good man, Paul. I appreciate it.
See you, Ren.
And I'll head back.
Do you have any sort of interaction with Morgan, who I assume is still tailing you?
Nope.
Okay.
We'll say, sure. We'll say on the way back, I'll having made his presence very known and not trying to hide it at all, I'll just say, "Hey, Morgan,
Yes.
how you doing, bud?"
How are you doing, you little shit?
Get fucked.
You're the one who was all broody and shit.
I'm trying to interact with some people and feel better, okay?
Okay.
I hear that elves that brood for a whole campaign are kind of a drag.
A dragon.
I don't know who that would be.
Neither do I. I just kind of made that up on the spot, if I'm being honest. No, I'm trying to take my mind off things.
You want to go stand in front of potions and lotions and get rid of business?
I'm
You
offended.
know what? Fuck yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's go
Revenue's
try and
gonna be
persuade some
down.
business. And with that, I would continue.
Fantastic. In that case, is there anything else anybody else wants to do in the city today before meeting back up at Potions Lotion?
I want to go to the casino.
Oh, casino, right? Okay.
Rollies!
We'll do that for a second. Ebenezer, you had something?
I figured out the ingredients I wanted to buy.
Right. What do you want to get?
I wanted to get materials for the antidotal salve and a smoke bomb.
Okay, so run me. Did you check on the prices of those already?
I did.
Okay.
So 4 gold and 15 silver.
Okay. Gotcha. So 5 gold and 5 silver.
15 silver, but I mean, I'm willing to spend 5 silver.
Well, but isn't 10 silver just a gold?
Oh, is it?
I thought so.
Yes.
10 to 1 ratio.
Oh, that's okay. Cool.
Okay, and then
so
what are all the
500
ingredients that you're getting?
I'm getting lemon balm, lavender, snake venom, sulfur, and sugar.
Fantastic. If you want to go ahead and mark those in some way, you have a different copy of the sheet, so you can change it however you need to keep track of things. Or if you just want to put it on your character sheet, that's totally fine too.
Dope.
Fantastic. And then Kinfeth, you go to the casino.
Yes.
You're familiar with this casino at this point. Actually, you've been here a few times.
Yes.
So you walk in. Do you head straight to the chip exchange?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Fantastic. How much gold are you putting in?
I'm putting in 141 gold.
Okay. 141 gold. We're gonna go ahead. You go to the gambling table. We're just gonna do straight up rollies, but I'll add in a little extra for you. If you give the dealer an additional +1, you'll add an additional 25% to your doubling of your gold. If that makes sense. If you give him a +2, an extra 50, +3, +75, and +4, you will triple your total gold input.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna triple it every time.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
he's
God.
gonna add +4 to his die. You're gonna roll flat.
Yeah. Well, yes. Yes.
Okay, are you putting everything in?
Yeah. I'm just gonna put everything in.
Okay, go ahead and do a table roll, and then I'll do mine to everyone after.
This
Okay.
fucking guy.
It's a D20, right?
Yep, D20 flat.
Nice.
Bow, bow, bow.
All right.
Let's see.
We're looking for a 1 or a 2.
That
One.
is a 23. Kinfeth immediately loses all of his gold.
I'm gonna
Just
I'm
swiftly.
gonna I'm just gonna welp, and then I'm just gonna leave.
I imagine that being like a scene in a sitcom, like just I'm going gambling. Welp.
Yeah.
Leaves. Yep. Well, I'll go back
Oh.
to potions and lotions.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
Holy
You didn't
shit, brother.
have to give him the whatever. It
Too
wouldn't have
late now.
mattered honestly at this point.
Nope.
Yeah. You make your way back to potions and lotions. Around, I imagine these errands have taken probably most of the day, so it's probably late afternoon to evening. Does everybody arrive back here? Or does anybody else want to still be doing anything else?
Nah,
Alright.
Eb will show back. Eb would have probably stayed or said hi to his family, but we don't have to roleplay that. That's fine.
Okay. Well, yeah, they definitely would say hi to you. Here are
Still smoking
these,
the weeds.
by the way. Though we already had a rifted win, so I just X'd out the ones you've already done, and then I just drew blue circles on Donia.
Oh. Oh.
Let's fucking go.
Sick.
Fuck.
Ooh,
On
Adaful.
Dumbledore.
Adaful has one that's exciting.
My hometown has one.
On Dumbledore is scary.
That's pretty scary. There,
I'm surprised
and
there's
you
not
also
one
know
in
there used
Soul
to be
City.
one smack dab on Soul City, but
Oh, yeah, that's
that
right.
recently closed.
That is
What
right.
is-
You did say that.
Did we ever go to Narmaldar? Is that a place we went to?
No,
No.
briefly, go ahead.
I know what it is. It's a forge city where like lava runs through the streets and is built into the architecture because it's a forge city. Like what they do is they make all the metal for Megro as a whole, if I'm not mistaken.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
That's cool as fuck. I'm mad Darian didn't get to go there.
It's sick as fuck. That's so
Yeah, so
scary.
you all arrive back in potions and lotions. Mission accomplished for the day. What's everybody talking about? What's the plan? What's the move? What's the haps? What's your
So then we kissed in the plant shop, and like I didn't really feel anything, but you know the plants were electric.
Yeah. Where I mean,
I
you
was-
guys kind, or like was it gentle, or was it weird
Yeah.
afterwards? What happened?
Yeah.
I feel like give it a few days, let it cool off. you
Yeah.
know?
I'm gonna turn the red and go, these overworlders are weird.
They're starting to grow on me.
They're really fucking weird.
Well, team, now that we've all gone through our days,
One at a time around the circle.
Go on.
So my my magic still works. Apparently.
Hog champ.
What
Well-
Ed means is nice, I think. That's good.
No, I meant Pog champ.
Okay.
What's a pog?
I apologize for kind of leaving early last night. It's a little bit heavy. I also just found out from Amethyst that apparently I was never even tied to Dahlia. So I don't even really know what that means. But
Like you were, like, taken?
I don't know, Morgan. All I know is that at this point I've just got a room full of people that need help taking care of this shit. So
Do you have any leads on what who you might be with? I don't know how any of that works. I apologize if that's a stupid question.
I mean it was asked very poorly, but I'm kidding. But anything that I've been able to find so far kind of just points me back to Thonia. So I'm kind of hitting a bit of a dead end, but there's some stuff here that we need to probably address first, which shit. This is a good segue, I guess. Vesper, I'm sorry for impaling you.
Right. That did
promise.
happen.
Promise I wasn't myself.
I am slowly understanding that that might be more common than we think. I don't blame you. Thank you for acknowledging it.
I kind of I think after the battle and seeing Kaelinor do what he did, I think I felt pushed to really be a part of anything we did there, and I think that pride kind of got the better of me. I tried to strike a deal with Luther to get Morgan out, and I think the right move was to not go up in the first place.
I see.
So, hard to say it will never happen again, but I'll try.
Well, if we're going to be stuck together for a while, which it seems like we're going to, I think it would be important for us to trust one another. I think we have similar, if not the same goals at this point. So yeah, maybe you don't have to go alone next time. But we totally kicked your ass once we we all got to fight and stuff.
Well, I
For
didn't
the
have smite
record.
yet, so that's gonna be my crutch.
Yeah,
I didn't have smite yet.
that's fair.
Oftentimes, it's not those that we are raised by that become our family, but it's those that we choose to associate with in life that is our family. Take it from someone who also doesn't quite know where he's from, as I'm sure many of us can relate in one way. we are some kind of family now, bound by not just duty, but perhaps by fate itself.
In the club.
Well, what next?
Well, I believe that we should clear out a rift or two and get to Thonia as soon as we can.
Do we have an idea of the next rift to maybe target?
I think
We were
maybe like
pointed in a
Heron
direction.
City. Oh, go ahead.
You were pointed in a direction.
Yeah, well, what's his face? The magic teleporting man. He told us that the rift in the water was particularly interesting.
Zarafel was here? Or, no, actually, I think I knew Zarafel was here.
Yeah,
Right, 'cause
dude,
he
you were
showed up
right
at the-
there.
Yeah. I thought that he showed up
Right.
sometime after.
My brain was so clouded by the drama, bro.
Your hair was like emotionally swooped
I'm
in front of your
specifically
face.
trying not to do the brooding bit. I'm trying to have this one session where I come to fucking Jesus in 30 minutes.
You're forgiven.
Get
All your
the
sins
fuck
are washed
over
away.
it.
And going to this island over there would certainly secure us a boat in which we would need to get to Thonia anyway.
There's an island there?
Well, based
Also,
on
you
the
don't
maps I've
fucking have-
seen, it appears to just be a body of water.
I mean, we were told to go that way regardless of there was body or water.
What? I'm just shaking my head at the old man.
Does it make more sense to hit? Sorry, looking at the map. Does it make more sense to hit Traveler's Pass and work our way up? I've personally heard that Heron has a lot of cool shit.
I feel like that would help in also, powering up the lady.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yes.
I guess I personally didn't ever expect that we would come across a death god, kind of in my backyard, if I'm being honest. I almost died, like twice. So
That would be terrible, wouldn't it?
I
I
got bitch slapped by him.
could personally use some maybe like call it training and growth, or just some badass magical items. DM, nudge, nudge, hint, hint. No,
I say as I nudge the omnipotent being listening in.
I'm just saying we've gone to these places we've been pointed to and almost died like 4 consecutive times. So what if we did our own thing for like two or 3 sessions?
And by sessions, guys, let's reel it back in. Ren means, like adventures, outings, if you will, days. Some people
Missions.
say.
No, Vesper,
Really?
times that we're conscious.
Okay. Everybody. calm
Time is
down.
a funny
Everybody-
thing.
Everybody, calm
User,
down.
you are the least calm person by
What?
a significant margin.
What if we pick up a bounty, right? That would take us to Traveler's Pass, that direction. We take care of said bounty there, and then while we're over there, we make a stop at the places we want to make a stop at, and then we work our way up, as suggested. And then from that body of water or land, we go to Soul, yeah, that place.
Thonia.
Yeah.
Do we know that there's a thing in Cradle?
Zarefel gave you
Okay.
made these maps for you essentially.
Are we looking at this in the process of talking?
I imagine.
Sure.
Okay. I'm just, as I'm sitting here listening to all this, I go, how about this? We go down south and go to Cradle. we either can walk all the way back around, or maybe there might be a ship over to. I'm gonna fuck it up. Palin. Palin. We can either walk around, or we can ship across and then go up through the land and hit places as we go. I think it is. I guess optimal is not the right word, but it would be more strategic and maybe time sense shortening.
To speed run this XP farm.
I mean, I'm not trying to speed through it. I think if we can get things done and help Amethyst grow and help us ourselves in the process.
I don't like the idea of leaving behind rifts, but
That's why I'm suggesting we go down south from here, and then.
Yeah, but time's been weird in and out of those things. I don't want too much time to pass.
I'm also more concerned about the how to phrase it. The fights we're being faced with are increasing at a rate that is higher than the rate we're increasing our own power. And I think Ren is of the correct thinking that taking time to worry about that as opposed to just running from random objective to objective because it's convenient.
Well,
personally,
convenience may play a part more than we think if killing Luther is going to help our newfound spirit guide.
I don't think that it's not something that we need to do, but
That's true. I did feel a significant amount of strength the last time that Amethyst bestowed magic on us.
One way or another, we're going to have to bring these Luthers to her. So it's not like, we're just going to end up with a troop of them, try to do them all in one direct path.
Well, this one is the closest, there and back.
But
have we found any correlation between the Luthers and the size of the areas they're occupying, rift-wise? It's kind of a shot in the dark, but I'm asking other players if we feel like there's a correlation.
I want to say no.
I also want to say no because
we did Ashmere first, right?
Yeah, we had a hell of a time in Taladoga, or was it at the tree?
We went Ashmere, Bogseth, Forest, Taladoga.
So Taladoga was the worst. I don't know.
I think it could be beneficial to go to Cradle first, bring Luther back to Ashmere to absorb him, to learn more about that process as a whole, and then tackle the southern landmass of Wynn.
Maybe we gather some info before we leave and see if there's any bounties that way that we might be able to collect in the vicinity. Do something along the way.
I'm of the opinion that we should not be prioritizing a rift right now. I think we are in a recuperation position, not in a driving position. I think we should be careful and calculated. And I think just going to do that is a poor move. Personally.
So are you proposing bounty research shopping?
I'm not sure I understood the word.
Get hella money, find out information, buy things with hella money to help us kill the guy that we now know about with our information?
Sure, something along those lines.
I hear you. And I don't think you're incorrect. I do think Wynn is a mostly peaceful area. I don't know that we'll have much outside of stray bounties to do.
I could start robbing the pizza place, and you guys could get hired to.
About how the one rift in Thonia dissipated. If something happened in that time, that causes it to finish because he has finished his task. What is to say not doing them causes him to continue to do that? Whatever that means, either it was for originally the Lord of Pestilence for whatever, or if it was for himself, but now it's done. I don't know. But I'm thinking about that right now.
I want to maybe add a couple sprinkles of information as a DM at a character real quick. Yes, important to not remember that Luther got out. Also important to remember that getting these rifts is how you're going to make Amethyst stronger, and people are actively dying in the Feywild, so there is some level of timetable on that. But then, as far as getting stronger, I think just telling you as the DM, there's not much that I have planned outside of these rifts. I'd have to figure something out, but I would think getting key rifts and finding those ways of getting stronger might be a compromise of like getting rifts, but getting rifts that are specifically going to make you improved.
Aaron.
So yeah,
comes to mind.
Heron
Yeah.
City. Yeah. Can we all agree that we should go after the Heron City Rift then, stopping
Hey.
at Traveler's Pass, perhaps? with
Hey
the
DM,
boundaries?
this is going to be for you. So, and this is me now talking to the crowd. So, do we think we head maybe in the direction of Heron and try to find bounties or anything along the way? Maybe at Traveler's Pass.
I think that Foster pointed us towards the water for a reason, to be more powerful. But
Meta
but I would agree
gamer.
with I would agree with you. No, we did a meta game. He what's his face came and told us.
Zarafel said that one seems unique. I wasn't in the room for it, but he said that one seems unique.
Yeah.
That was all. No, but I've been told that there are fucking magical items galore in here.
Meta
I was
Without
gonna. Well,
metagame.
you didn't let me. No one let me finish. I was gonna finish, but I understand that you know that would obviously be a hot contender as well. So I'm fine with that.
In character, a legitimate rebuttal to that, I think Ren would probably say something to the tune of a random rift in the water, presumably where there's no people, versus a heavily populated city where we know things are.
What if that rift was a floating raft of evil villains in the future?
So
That
why do
were-
I want to go save it?
I mean, I don't. That's a good
We could-
question.
You want to kill everybody.
We could
and
sink
get
it.
Stronger.
Yeah.
So,
Just I say we get up to Andover and just yeet an iceberg out there, and then we can continue about our way.
My vote would be Traveler's Pass Andover to water or Traveler's Pass to Heron, personally.
Traveler's Pass to
I'll
Heron
go with the
makes
group.
the most sense to me.
We can go with that route.
I still like the logic of going to Crydal and going back and seeing what this whole process looks like. If we're gonna go so far away and then come back, we gotta at least know what we're getting ourselves into with how we transport, defeat, transport, and or any other processes that might happen along the way.
What's the difference of a trip that's a few miles further to a place that could actually benefit us as opposed to going to a place we have nothing pulling us towards except for it's a little closer?
Tell us where the Tabaxi live. That you might know in character, but that doesn't change anything.
The Tabaxi live there, just like as a general trivia sort of thing that I learned one time. I asked my students, you know, where do the tabaxi live? You know.
Don't you teach plants?
Yeah, there's a lot of race in plants. We can unpack that at some point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's surprisingly a political subject.
Okay, so it sounds like the vote is leading towards Heron and then bring him back, and then discover after that.
Aye.
Sure.
It would make the map look prettier if we did Krydal.
I wasn't
have
doing that.
one side of the island completely X'd off.
That is out of character. That's not even what I'm trying to do.
That's what Ebenezer's trying to do.
Ebenezer is not helpful when it
Ebenezer
comes to
wants his-
decision making.
Seems to be satisfied.
Bro's letting his ADHD vote. I'm taking that vote from him.
Okay.
That is rude.
So the group, collectively, though reluctantly in some cases, bands together to intend for a trip out to Heron. And because I don't have anything planned on the way for bounties or anything like that, I think that is where we'll stop for this week, and we'll just make it a bit of a shorter one.
Good deal.
Dave didn't give her a vote.
But my experiment.
What would you have wanted to do, Maeve?
Huh?
I don't think she really cares. We gotta do them all eventually. She might have decided to say the closer one, but it didn't really matter. So,
Your vote always matters.
Yeah,
tried.
well, okay.
Maeve's, not Ivy's.
Ebenezer tried
Right.
too, for the record.
I just think
If we did a legitimate vote,
We
it would
have
have been
to-
3 and 3.
There's 7 of us.
I
mean,
but,
they're-
and then who was the? I don't remember what Theo said.
I think based on the merit of Heron City, like going to Cradle and having it be closer and finding out the process makes sense and was my original vote. But going to Heron, where we can still, albeit a little bit, we also get the added benefit of gearing up, which I think when it comes to tackling other rifts will make the process infinitely easier, more so than just knowing how it works. Because it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So I would put my vote towards going to Heron City, looking at it with that rationale.
Fair enough.
Do monks kill birds with stones?
hello,
2 of them with 1.
For fun, yeah.
apparently.
Yes, Maeve.
I would be fine with either, but gearing up, isn't that what we just did? And we might not have as much of a reason to go to this other one, but there's still like people there that are like not doing good. There's still like, we gotta do it anyway. And it's right there. That's all I would say.
Question to comprehend this map. What is the distance difference between Ashmere City and Cradle and Ashmere City and Heron? Like it's
Visually.
Hold on. Let me.
If we're going by the
There we go.
dots, it's quite a bit longer.
It's like
It's
twice.
significantly further, twice as far for sure. Again, like that's probably 2 days travel to Heron, assuming you're not traveling through the night.
I don't want exhaustion. Look that.
And that is a good point that Ivy brings up, because like Heron is a big city, which means there is more infrastructure and support between people to stay safe from a serial killer, whereas a
Fucking
small
Ashmere City all
town
over
like
again.
Cradle has less defense. Do we want to rediscuss the vote? Does that sway anybody? I don't care either way. My stuff will be ready regardless. But
I would rather not be the swing vote if anyone else is willing to change sides.
I'll be the asshole. I'm a stick in the mud. I want to do something between now and Heron.
Agreed.
what What do you
So
mean by that? Like,
Yeah.
Bounty something, anything. Fucking kick the dirt on the way there at Traveler's Pass. I don't
As
know.
a player, I just want to zigzag all over the map and like probably get in trouble.
So both of you are sticking with your original vote?
Yep.
Evan, I'm assuming you are too.
yeah.
You know, you're not the swing vote.
You
if
could have
have
voted
conviction
before.
and an idea. Yeah.
Well, Evan or Riley, are you changing your vote?
What the fuck are we doing right now?
How about
if I
Being-
am the swing vote or not?
No,
If I am,
I'll change. I'll change. I'm fine with going to the. I was. I mean, Zach was on the money. My ADHD literally made me was like, well, we could get this map cleared over here, but
by the way, buddy, it's all love. I'm just
no, you're fine.
Okay.
No, it's honest.
I know.
So, I can be swung either way.
Wow.
And if I'm gonna be the deciding vote, then let's just go to the big city.
Heron it is.
it is Aaron.
You're all welcome.
Yeah.
You were part of the root of the problem.
Nah.
Not of the problem. I should be careful with syntax there.
Yeah.
The vote
The issue.
was split because of you.
That's what you think.
You can't create the problem and then fix the problem and act like you're a savior.
POV, Ebenezer killed the Lord of Pestilence. Okay, so we're going to Heron City.
Yes, and we will start with Kalenor's experiments next time.
Nice. Good shit, boys.
What does next weekend look like for